Hello, my name is Beckett, and we are playing Journey of Sorcerer. And today we're standing in a box without windows or roofs, and there's a square here. I can throw a dime in there, nothing's gonna happen. But if I surround it with flowers or like mushrooms, saplings, what have you, and throw a diamond in it, lightning will strike, and we'll get a portal to the Twilight Forest. Which we're gonna go in as soon as I put a roof on this place with some glass in the windows and, you know, like, enchant a couple books, charge up the book, you know what I'm talking about. One thing I want to show before we go, we got these blaze rods from the blazing core, which means with 2 blocks of quartz, 3 diamonds, and an obsidian, you can upgrade this to the next tier spellbook. This will give us access to more mana. And we can also put tier 2 spell parts in it. The only difference, really, is that, I guess I'm all out of the clay, is that it's another tier of clay that you make them out of marvelous clay. You have to use the magic clay, source gem, gold, apples. Alright, let's head in here. Hope it's not too horrifying. Okay. It's a relatively peaceful start. Turn light level early off. So it's always just us here. Mobs don't spawn on the surface if they don't die on the surface if they come from underground. We'll just take these. We're looking for 2 things immediately. We're looking for glowberries, and we're looking for a crow. We sadly have to kill the crow to get its feather. So I'm going to make a waypoint. Portal. Alright. I see some structures around. We'll have to be careful. Most of the surface mobs, like these, are kind of the equivalent of cows. You can, I think you can breed them with wheat and raise them and the whole thing. This is cool. Take some of these home. But let's see if we can find a cave and or a crow. I always feel sad about the crows. Now, what's this? I'm sure there's something in here, right? Maybe not. Anyway. Twilight's dotted with these structures, and there's a progression to them. This here is a structure we're not going to be able to get into yet, because we haven't completed the thing that we need to complete to get into. You can see the barrier right there. Oh, let's get out of its way. Here, crow. There it is. Forest raven. Sorry, buddy. Alright. Well, we gotta find us some glowberries. Have to go underground for those. Down. Alright. So we'll use the torchberry, the feather, and the glowstone to make the magic map focus. And I think we combine it with a map. No. We don't combine it with a map. So that just gives us 6. Let's get a little bit of wood here. Skeleton. I don't know where I went. Get a little wood here. Maybe surround it with paper? Yeah, okay. I couldn't see that before. Where'd it go? There it is. For some reason that wasn't showing up in JI. So this will show us everything we need to know. You can see, whoa! Hold still. There we go. You can see that the structures appear sort of on a grid. And I can see some liches, I see goblin tombs or whatever, I see nagas, I see the Urghast, I see a small treasure hill. So we're going to go ahead and start with the naga. That is due this way. I could probably have more arrows. Down. So we'll go back after this. There it is, you can see the boss bar. Big snake-looking laggy monstrosity. As you hit it, it gets smaller, it breaks blocks. No Bast-Ra, not fancy armor. Here you go. Actually, I want to run and hide for a second. I don't know how I have these things set. Bosses drop dungeons loot. This is what I want. Like, what is a boss? What does that mod think a boss is? Does it think a Naga's a boss? Come here. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, maybe it is. We got all kinds of stuff there. So, let's open up the, cross aspect. Okay. Carbuncle. The trophy. We need that. Some books. Some scales. Nice. One dead Naga. I just stepped back into the forest. First thing I saw was a couple bighorn sheep. And for one of the things in the Twilight, we're going to need every color of wool. And I think the bighorns come in every color. So that's cool. There are lots of minor structures around. This is one of them. There's a spawner in here, so I've been lighting it up. Oh, let's break it. There's plenty of these around if we need them. So what we have is this trap. There's nothing in that one. Then upstairs. Yeah, look at this cool ladder. Isn't that great? Another spawner. There's some more stuff. String too. Why not? There we go. Okay, a little bit of food. Milk, in case we get poisoned. Nothing. Well, not the biggest treasure trove in the world, but that's okay. We're heading for one. This is where we're headed. I haven't been in one of these since I think 1.6. This is a small treasure hill. You can't see the little icon because we're right on top of it. But what we're gonna do is, we're gonna dig our way in here. And at least in the past, it was full of resources and some mobs. And there's a little progression with the advancements. I don't know if it's necessary to anything. We can dig our way in here. Okay, yeah, I found my way in. There's a puzzle. Now these are pretty tight. Kind of hard to move around in. But they're full of resources. There are a couple of chests. And it's going to be a good place to go. Because what I'm curious about is what resources generate here. Are we going to get Advent of Ascension? Or, if so, which ones? I hear those goblins laughing. There we go. Some of these guys drop TNT. I think that might be the next. There's also a medium hill and there's a large hill. And we'll be checking those out too. Now these guys drop boosts. And if you can pick up the boost, you get the Chivo. Write this down so I have a little bit better of an idea what I'm jumping into. I must have got an achievement and not noticed. Alright. I'm gonna light this place up. Kobolds while I'm at it. It looks like it's just the overworld ores. I'm not seeing anything super fancy, but that's okay. Need all this stuff too. That's gold. Hello, Zombo. Alright, we'll be back. Okay, we just about cleaned it out of resources. I found 2 chests right near each other. Yeah, look at all this stuff we got. A bunch of garbage. I suppose we can turn on filtered pickup at this point. So let's see. Living root, or liver root, I guess it is now. Take those arrows. Iron. Okay. Ore magnets. Those are very limited durability, but they can be useful, I think. Let's move on. Next on the menu is the medium hollow hill. And I don't think these are as cramped on the inside, which is both good and bad. I think it's not bad. It's a lot of fun, but it's just dangerous. So let's get in here. Okay, we're in. It won't take very long. We're limited arrows right now, so I should be careful. Light as much of this up as possible. Oh, a weird beetle. Probably a fire beetle. Light as much of this up as we can here. Good old projectile light. No joke. See how much trouble you guys are gonna give us. Not too much trouble. Down here. So these guys aren't too bad. We're pretty well geared up to be dealing with the likes of them. You'll notice they slow down. I've put frost aspect on the sword. So that's fun. Oh, we got some spiders. And we got some lands. Some zombies, I think. Now, this is the one where we start really seeing the treasure spires coming down from the ceiling. I see a lot of gold, which I'm really happy about. We need some gold. Well, I'll light this place up and get it dealt with. And then we'll be back. Okay, we got one chest here. Transformation powder. Oh, ironwood. Oh, yes, yeah. I forget what a lot of these things do. I mean, ironwood is just crafting ingredients, but like the other thing. Oh, here's a chest. It is buried. More of the same. We dug enough gold ore out of that hill to get 3 stacks of gold, but I would like to try to get a little bit more out of that. So we're going to get into Tinker's Construct. We're going to need some sand and some gravel. And we've already got a bunch of clay. First thing to do is make a bunch of grout. And we're going to get that smelting. As it smelts, it will give us, come on, you can do it, seared bricks. And we're going to need a lot of them. While the grout is cooking, we're going to work on making some of the various crafting stations we're going to want. And we're going to want a lot of these stencils. That should do the trick. Just sticks and planks. So we're going to want a crafting station. That's one log. And a pencil. Or a stencil. Those are all crafting stations. Okay. I guess there's one for every different kind of log. Okay, Tinker Station. Planks and stencils. Park Builder. Planks and stencils. Easy so far. And we're going to want a park chest. What's involved in the Tinker's chest? We just need another chest. Easy enough. Okay. Lapis, of course. Where'd it go? Here. Alright, get this set up. Alright, we got them all down here. We put our patterns in the part builder. And these are all the different things that we can make. And this is all a multi-block you can tab around. Now our goal here is the smeltery, but to make that we first need to make a melter. Okay, so we'll need just a little bit of glass out here. I'm growing grass up. Use some flower boxes. So some of the glass. Was that a fuel gauge? That's fine. Okay, so we've got our brick, so this will make us our melter. And we're going to want 2 of these. We're going to want 1 seared casting table. And we're going to want a bunch of these. So the first thing we need to make is a melter. I guess we'll pop it right over here. It's a very small multi-block. You put the heater on the bottom, Put the melter on top, and it's basically done. Put some coal in here. We need to melt down some copper. And we're going to put a casting table down. And we're going to put a faucet right on the side here. Already got a little bit of copper. We need 4 ingots melted up in total. Now what we want to do with those, we want to right click our heater right into the casting table. And then I hope, maybe not, maybe I've got this wrong. Let's see. Smeltery controller. Oh, we need the other kind. That's alright. We will need that table. But we also need a casting basin, which you do just with a U shape of the bricks. Okay, now we'll put our heater into there. Pour the copper into the basin. We'll do a particle effect. And then we'll have our smeltery controller. Now this is a multi-block that will allow us to double our ore, so it's really useful. Make a bunch of here bricks. We're also going to need 1 fuel tank. We're going to want 2 drains, so we're going to have to do a little more with the copper. Yeah. This is the multi-block where you're kind of building walls and a floor and sort of defining an interior. We'll put it right here. We will have to make a little structure out here to make this look nice. And you can do this a number of ways. You can even just build it so that it's like 1 block of space on the inside, but 3 by 3 layer on the inside is a good amount. So we're going to put our smeltery controller down right here. We'll put our fuel tank next to it. And we'll get some bricks around it. And we're going to want more bricks. There we go. Right there. So now we have the completed multi-block. You can right click on the smeltery. You got 9 spots. 1 spot for each block of air that's defined by the walls of the structure. And that's how many of whatever ingots or whatever you throw in there it can process at once. The tank's significantly bigger than that. Like it's 72 ingots it can hold once things are melted down. But we're going to put a casting table here. And we're going to hold the casting basin. Put that there. And we need to drain right on top of them, just like so. Hope I'm remembering how this works. Yeah, I think so. Like that block wants to, that side of the block wants to face the interior here. Oh, how much more of this stuff do I want to make? We're going to need some of these bricks for other things. I mean, we can always make more grout. Let's see if we were to... We're going to use some of this glass, too, so that we can see inside. Shift click to get it on the smeltery there. Smeltery controller. So now, this has 27 slots, and this thing can hold 216 ingots. So, that's pretty cool. Now, you can run it on a couple of different fuels. The one we have access to right now is lava. This tank will hold 4 buckets worth. Now we just need to throw some stuff in here to smelt. Now what I want to smelt is gold. We need a lot of gold. Now, you can see it in there as it's melting down. It's pretty cool what they've done with tinkers since back in the day. And then once it's melted, you see the liquid in there, and now it's over here. Cool, cool. And just to be clear, for each ore we put in this thing and process, we will get 2 ingots out. So this is I think it's the only ore doubling mechanic that we have access to in the early game here. I think there's one in Blood Magic we could use, but we can do other stuff with tinkers. So you can feed into this with a hopper and probably quark pipes. We're going to use a hopper, and then we're just going to start pouring out blocks. Now I think there is a way we can automate this with Project Red, and I'm going to have to look into that. You can also make all kinds of alloys with this thing. And some pretty cool tools. We're going to be looking at some of the tools pretty soon. I want to see how they interact with the Advent and Ascension skills. Now we finally processed most of this. We left a little bit in there, because we're going to want some. So we're going to make a bunch of stuff. We're going to make it out of stone. We're going to make a tool binding. We're going to make a large plate. We're going to make a broad axe head. We're going to make a hammerhead. We also need to make one of these anvils. And we can do it with bronze. That sounds good. Oh, that's Tinker's bronze. So how do we make Tinker's bronze? Okay, so 3 copper per 1 glass. Easy enough. Throw it all in here. So yeah, this thing can make alloys too. And that's what we're doing. Like, I think these are all different alloys that we'd have to make. Oh, can we get out of pewter? That's just iron and lead. Oh, that's okay. Oh, the copper is combining with the gold to make rose gold. Well, that's okay. And with 4 blocks of rose gold, we can, oh, that's regular gold. The one on the bottom, folks, that's the one that comes out of the faucet. So we'll just make it out of rose gold. That'll be fine. Pour out the glass. I don't know all the modern alloys, so it's the kind of thing that happens. I'm sorry. Okay. Easy enough to make, so we can just use the seared bricks. And you need this to make the more advanced tools. Like with this, we can make axes, swords, you can make a little knife, mattock. With this, we can make some more advanced things. Now, we're going to want to make some caps. As, for example, one of the things we want to make is the lumber axe. So we'll need a, pickaxe. And also, now what we're going to do is you put the stone part on your casting table. We'll have the gold pour over it. And this will make us our cast. And we can just, we're going to have to make a cast chest, aren't we? Okay, so that's just a blank gold cast. Make a blank gold cast by pouring gold into the smelting table with no cast there. I'll have to get chest together. And we'll need one more seared brick block, 4 more of the bricks. This will hold our casts for us. And you can just right-click it in there, which is very nice. There's also a GUI. This expands. I've never had the top limit. Never found it. So we're going to do the same with the binding. And with the plate. With the broad axe head. And with the hammer head. And let's make sure we don't need anything for the hammer that I don't suspect. Okay, no. Tool rod? Did we do tool rod? I don't think we did. Let's do tool rod. I think these are both tough handle recipes. We'll do a regular tool handle too. That's what we want. Finally, and I think this is how this works, we're going to make an ingot cast. Because you often end up with, not a block. And it won't stop you from pouring in there if there's not enough to fill it up. So that's something you definitely want to be aware of. There are guides for this. I want to make a few of them. The basic one is just a book in one of these patterns. Just gives you the basic rundown of Tier 1 materials. This is, all stuff you can make even without the smelter. You can just make them in the part builder or the tinker station. The other one we want is mighty smelting, and we're going to have to get some seared stone. And I think seared bricks will do it. Okay, something's definitely happening. Let's see what. We need 1 ingot's worth of seared stone. And that's what we got. Cool. So we'll throw this down here. We'll pour the seared stone on top of it. And this, hopefully, will tell us about some more interesting materials. So we've got Tinker's Bronze, Rose Gold, and Cobalt that we have access to. Tinker's Bronze, let's see. Durability is 720. It can mine diamonds. Handle, you get a little bit of extra durability and speed. Now, the Rose Gold is not as durable. It doesn't mine as well. Cobalt is a little more durable, has the same mining level. So I think we're going to leave the glass in there and make some Tinker's Bronze after all. Okay, there we go. Now to make the tool parts, they cost different amount. You can see right now we've got 3 blocks worth of Tinker's Bronze. So we're going to pour it into the broad axe head cast. And there we go. Now we're going to make some more parts. Finally, we're pouring the plate out. This is going to leave us with 10 ingots worth out of the 27 we had in there. But we will now be able to make this sweet axe. Tinker's Bronze Broad Axe. This will allow us to chop down entire trees. I don't know how it's going to interact with skills, but we will find out. And let's see if we have enough to make a hammer. I got some more room in there. That'll do. These are 2 plates. I think we're gonna have enough. Ruby. So I think it's 24 ingots total just for the plates and the hammerhead. And then we'll need another 3 for the tool rod. So it looks like we'll get there just fine. Now you can't enchant these, but you can upgrade them. And Mighty Smelting shows you how to do it. It's pretty cool. We're gonna start with, well, I guess not Unbreakable, we'll need Dragon's Breath for that. But we're gonna start by putting luck on the hammer. I'll make the hammer first. Go ahead and do that. And these break blocks in 3x3. That's a lot of durability. Cool. Now this has changed even since the last time I used it, but if I understand properly, what we do now is we put the materials in here, right? Okay, yeah. Now we have luck 1, and that'll use an upgrade spot, leaving us with 2 more. And then we can increase luck all the way up to luck 3 without using an additional upgrade spot. It'll just, oh, okay, so it has to be the exact amount. Luck level cannot be above 1. Okay. So that's as good as we'll do with the hammer. Oh, I see. The recipe for luck 2 is different. Okay. So we just need some ender pearls, and golden carrot, and a little bit of gold. And let's do that. Okay, luck here. And the next one. We don't have a rabbit's foot, so to get up to equivalent of fortune 3, we'll need a rabbit's foot. That's fine. Let's see what else we have. Don't need auto smelt. We're exchanging. Increase mining with. We'd need Iker for that. I don't think we have access to that. We could put Silk Touch on something if we wanted to. Reach on. Cool, the bucket. That's weird. Fire starter. Alright. So we won't be upgrading the axe for now, but I think it's still really going to help us out, depending on how it interacts with the advent of Ascension skills. So I don't know, for instance, if using this on the spruce is going to count for breaking 1 wood block, or the whole row, or none. Well, it went up. Went up again. Okay, I think it's giving us credit for maybe for breaking all of those blocks. Let's see how we do over here. This works. I'm not sure. Not sure if it's more often. Still, it's definitely some. And this is going to be significantly faster than using the old axe. Cool. Oh, yeah, okay, like, look at all this stuff. We definitely got that. Definitely got a bonus there. I think it's counting as though we're breaking all of the blocks. I think. And the hammer works like so. Well, we're definitely not getting zero. Oh, what's all this? Oh, we got, we got a ravine right here on this side. I just made a hammer. I want to go mine it. I don't want to go cave it right now. So let's see. We'll just, oh, it's right in front of us, too. Well, let's see if we can dig our way past it. Alright. I'll turn this on, pick up all. Give this thing a good run here. So not the fastest when it comes to the beast plate, that's for sure. But we're definitely, we got the range bonus. And the same problem with right-clicking our spell book that I noticed with another pack that I use, Tinkers and Ars Nouveau in tandem. So you break a lot of blocks at once, and it looks like our skills were counting everything we were breaking, so that's pretty cool. Oh, we got a good amount of gold there. So there's our ore doubling at last. We made some cool tools and checked out the Twilight. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.